Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old School RuneScape, where we're doing another Varlamore quest today. This one is Meet and Greet, a quest that I was very excited to hear about the concept of, just because it's kinda has something to do with my account name. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Emilio. Hello, can I help you? I don't know, can you? Hang on, you're one of them Easterners, aren't you? Well, I suppose I am. Kwani, I'm Emilio, and you might be just the person I need to help me out with an exciting new business venture. What business venture? Well, as an Easterner, I've no doubt you're all too familiar with the wonder that is the KaBob. KaBob? What's a KaBob? You don't know? But how could you not know? My life was changed forever when I tried one. Believe it or not, I never used to be keen on opening the kingdom to outsiders. In fact, I even spent some time as part of the Varla-less movement. But then I tried a KaBob, and it changed everything. If that's the kind of food you Easterners can make, then as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome here any day of the week. Okay, but what's a KaBob? A KaBob, the amazing blend of meat, spices, and salad, all wrapped in bread. Genius! Oh, you mean a KaBob! Yes, KaBob, brilliant! But what do KaBobs have to do with this business venture? Well, quite simply, I wish to bring the KaBob to Varlamore. Everyone here deserves a chance to taste their brilliance. So you're opening up a KaBob shop? Exactly. I see, so what is it you need help with? My hope is to blend ingredients from the East with ones from right here in Varlamore. The end result will be a mighty KaBob just like you Easterners make, but with a Varlamorian twist. Problem is, some of the ingredients I've ordered haven't arrived yet. Would you be able to go and see what the delay is? Which ingredients haven't arrived? We're still missing the Caridian spices I ordered in. The spice merchant in the bazaar was sorting that out for me. We don't have the buffalo meat either. That was coming from Alba at Ortis Farm. Okay, I guess I can go see what they've got to. Kwani, I look forward to your return. Okay, I don't actually know where either of those things are. The bazaar. Oh, there's the bazaar. Okay. Let's run on over there then. Alright, here we are in the bazaar. Now we need to find the spice merchant. That was easy. First person I moused over. A little bit of spice makes everything taste nice. Come and get it here. I'm here about a missing delivery. Ah, I'm betting Emilio sent you, right? That's right. Well, the good news is that his spices arrived this morning. The bad news is that I can't get the box open. Can't get the box open? How come? Well, this is the first time I've ever had to order in spices from the East, so I need to find a reputable supplier. I ended up going with a guy called Ali Morrisane, who seemed like he knew his stuff. Thing is, he's gone and locked the box to make sure the goods can't be stolen, but he hasn't told me how to unlock it again. Here, let me take a look. Sure thing. Alright, so the secret to this one, I think, is that the darker numbers are the first ones. So 2, 5, 4, 6... Heck yeah. Kwani, you did it! I'll have these sent over to Emilio right away. Thanks for the help. Don't mention it. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Alright, we need to head to the farm now. It's to the west, apparently. So I'm just gonna run on this way and we'll see where this farm is. It's probably right outside the gate, if I had to guess. By the way, if you hadn't seen my previous video, I got this pet from, Hunter. That's what I got it from. Pretty happy about it. I got very, very lucky on that drop. 1 out of 1,000, and I got it in very few tries. Alright, so we need to find, I think it was like Alba or something. So I didn't know there was a full allotment here. I guess I probably should have paid attention to that, huh? This feels like the place. I also didn't know there was attackable buffaloes here. But I probably knew that at some point and forgot. Alright, Alba. Nilsal, Nami, what can I do for you today? I'm guessing you must be Alba? Emilio sent me to check on his meat order. Ah yes, apologies Ignami, but we've been dealing with a bit of a wolf problem recently, and it's delayed some of our orders. A wolf problem? Maybe I could help out with that. Well, we'd never say no to some extra help, and it would mean we'd be able to get to working on Emilio's order faster. Sounds like we have a deal then. What do you need me to do? The wolves have a den directly west of here. Most of them don't cause too much of a problem, but there's a big one that we've been struggling with. Okay, I'll head over there and deal with this wolf. Thank you, Ignami. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of combat in this quest, but we do need to find these wolves first. I don't know exactly where their den is going to be. I'm assuming it's a cave, though. Oh, is this going to be where it is? Oh, it's a rock slide. That's got to be it. Apparently this wolf can summon... Oh, is it outside? No, I think we have to go outside. But yeah, this wolf can summon wolves that use ranged attacks, which is interesting. Apparently if you safe spot it, it won't summon them, but I think we're high enough above the required level for this quest that I'm not too worried about it. Because well, it's not required, it's recommended level 60. And considering we're 95, I'm feeling confident. Not so confident I didn't bring a bunch of food and stuff just in case. And some random potions from my bank, as I tend to do. Gotta use them up sometime. But as expected, easy peasy. Not a problem killing this wolf. I'm hoping they'll disappear once I win. They're starting to stack up the damage on me. Alright. Yeah, they ran away. Or something. Something happened there. Alright, well, I guess that's that. Let's run on back. Oh gosh, they're all mad at me now. They were already mad at me. I'm gonna eat up a little. Gotta keep my health up for the rest of the quest. What's my maximum health? 78. Yeah, we can do one more. A little alpaca cria. He's outside the pen. Not supposed to be there. I do like all the random animals they've added with Varlamore. It's really fun. I love little world building things like that. Neil Sal, Ignami, any luck with that wolf? It's been dealt with. Kwani, thank you so much for the help, Ignami. While you were gone, I was able to get Emilio's order finished. It's on the way to him now. Perfect, thank you for sorting that. Not a problem. Until next time, Ignami. Alright, so I guess we just run back. Now, where are we at in the world? It's gonna take me a while to really get used to this area. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's get back there. Alright, we're back here. Hello, Emilio. Nilsal, friend. Thanks to your good work out there, all the ingredients have now arrived. Now we move on to the critical step, the recipe. Outside, I have gathered the finest group of connoisseurs who will assist us in finding the perfect ratio of ingredients to achieve the ultimate KaBob. Where did these connoisseurs come from? Oh, I just went into the local pub and promised a free drink to anyone who would help. I see. Are you sure they're going to give us the most reliable opinions? Of course, people like them are going to be our top customers. Imagine you've been out late at your local establishment, and before heading home, you find yourself in need of the perfect late-night meal. That is where we come in. If you're sure. Absolutely. Now, before we get our recipe sorted, I've allowed our friends outside to try the ingredients individually. They'll have already formed some opinions on how much of each is right. Head on out there and have a chat with them to see if you can work out the perfect ratio of meat, salad, spice, and sauce. I'll get right on it. Kwani! Alright, so I assume these are the guys. Hello there, I was wondering if you had any thoughts on ingredient ratios for these kebabs. Well, the main thing is to make sure you're not putting too much salad in. You want there to be twice as much meat as there is salad. Okay, thanks. Hello there, I was wondering if you had any thoughts on ingredient ratios for these kebabs. Don't overdo the spice. You want to make sure there's less spice than there is salad. Okay, thanks. Hello there, I was wondering if you had any thoughts on ingredient ratios for these kebabs. The sauce is essential. You want there to be as much sauce as there is spice and salad combined. Okay, thanks. Well, that's it, right? Nilsal, friend, have you worked out the ingredient ratios yet? I think so. Kwani, I've currently got 1 portion each of meat, salad, spice, and sauce, but I reckon we can fit in up to 4 portions of each. What are we going for? I know meat is 4. Alright. And I'm just gonna look up the rest real quick. Okay, spice is 1, so spice is fine. Salad is 2. And then sauce is 3. Because it's the addition of 2 and 1. I think that's perfect. Kwani, that gives us 4 portions of meat, 2 portions of salad, 1 portion of spice, and 3 portions of sauce. Definitely happy with that? Sounds good to me. Well, in that case, why don't you take this kebab to one of our connoisseurs outside and see what they reckon. Alright, look at that. Test kebab. What do you make of this? This is brilliant. Amazing stuff. Fantastic. I'll let Amelia know right away. Yes, we are kebab experts. It only makes sense. Have you seen what our connoisseurs reckon of that kebab? They loved it. Excellent. So, are we ready to start selling now? Not quite, Ignami. There is one final thing we must do. We now know that we have a winning recipe, but we need the rest of Varlamore to know as well. How do we do that? One word, Ignami, marketing. And I know just the place to do it. You must visit Lilia at the Colosseum at once. Take her a sample of our fine kebabs, and she will beg us to let her help sell them to the people of Varlamore. Alright, we get a couple. Double kebab. So let's run on over to the Colosseum, which I have never been inside. Curious about it, but I feel like it's beyond my abilities and levels. But we're about to find out. I've gone a little too far. I do love that you can run around with the map open. But let's get on up here. I think we had to visit it for another quest at some point. I don't remember. But I've never fought in it. Alright, who, where, why is this Lilia person? No, but seriously, where are they? I thought they'd be right here. Alright. It turns out that she's over here somewhere. There. Need something? Are you Lilia? Emilio sent me to speak to you. Looking to market another one of his business ideas, is he? It will cost him double this time. We still haven't cleaned up the mess made by his last great idea. Is this a common occurrence? Emilio having ideas, or said ideas not being very good? Yes to both, I suppose. Well, he seems very confident about this one. Alright, let's hear it then. He wants to try to bring a new type of food to Varlamore, kebabs. We have them over in the east. Here, he sent one for you to try. I must admit, I'm somewhat impressed. Emilio might finally be onto something here. So you'll help? Yes, and it's your lucky day. We have an advertising spot open before the next contest. The last promoter had to pull out suddenly. Excellent, so how does this work exactly? Nice and simple, really. Before the contest starts, we run a couple of adverts for local businesses. You get a few minutes to promote your product, however, if you feel suitable. In some cases, we allow promoters to make use of some of the Colosseum creatures as part of their advert, provided I deem it suitable. And would our kebabs be considered suitable? Well, I suppose they did impress me, and we do have a young Minotaur spare from that promoter who had to pull out. Very well, you can make use of him. Great, so what do I do with this Minotaur? Well, you want to convince people to buy these kebabs, right? I'd suggest you head on in, take a bite out of one, and then give the Minotaur a good kick. He'll pretend to go down in one. The audience will love it. Will the Minotaur be okay with that? Why wouldn't he be? I guess I don't really know much about Minotaurs. If the crowd is happy, he'll be happy. Now are you ready? What, right now? Yup, the next contest starts soon and we don't have another slot for weeks. I think I'm ready. I think so. Right, get to it then. I'm sure this is going to go well. Welcome, one and all, to the Fortis Coliseum. We have a thrilling event lined up for you today, but first we have something new to show you. Introducing the KaBob. This delicacy comes straight from the east and is just the thing to give you the strength you need after a hard day of work. Indeed, observe the strength provided by a single bite of one. Huh? Human eat friend? What? No, it's a KaBob. The meat is buffalo, I think. KaBob is Minotaur? No, I'm not. No, it's buffalo. Human eat Minotaur. Human die. Oh boy. Wow, it didn't go as planned. Alright, so we basically just need to pray against melee unless he does a quick moo, and then we pray magic. Like that. I think this fight will be fine. He doesn't have that much health. 240. Easy peasy. You'd slap him with the whip. Smack him. But I should probably be ready for the hit. I don't know how much damage it does, but, you know, we don't have that much health. Wish we could have 240 health. And the graphics for this guy are pretty good, though. We don't have to worry about the big moo. It just means he's going to attack a little faster. Which is not a big concern, really. Oh, whoops. But I do have to pay attention to which moo's going on. I thought he'd only do it once and then just attack faster forever. This reminds me, I need to get a fire cape. Okay, it does 10 damage. It's not bad. Alright. We did it. You put on a good performance in there. The crowd seemed very impressed. What about that Minotaur? What about it? It got out of control and you killed it. Saves the Beastmaster a job. But it could have killed me. You said it would be safe. You survived, didn't you? I don't see the problem. But now, I need to get things ready for the next slot. Why don't you go and tell Emilio about the good impression his KaBob's made? Fine. We didn't even tell him where to get it, did we? Maybe I was distracted. I don't know. Alright, here we are once again at Emilio's place. Neil Sal, friend, given that I've already served our first customers, I take it your trip to the Coliseum was a success? Well, I did run into a slight complication, but apart from that, it went very well. You have done a great service to Varlamore, friend. Thanks to you, all here will be able to indulge in the joy that is KaBobs. As thanks, I will offer you a special price for any KaBobs you buy. Do I not get to share in any of the profits, given I helped set it all up? Sorry, friend, but I must prepare some more KaBobs for our next customers. Until next time. Right. Alright, get a little bit of cooking XP and access to a new KaBob shop. How much does he charge? 2 coins, not bad. But yeah, it's nice to have a KaBob quest for me to do, considering I'm KaBob and all. That was a fun little quest. I liked it. Reasonable combat, kind of introduces you to some places around Varlamore that you might not have paid attention to. I certainly hadn't. And yeah, I enjoyed it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!